Snake, Peace Walker is being prepped for activation in the hangar at the bottom of the base. Get in there and destroy the AI before it's activated. Time's running short. Get over to Peace Walker's hangar now.
Hey!
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Enemies that coordinate their attacks are too much trouble when you're solo. Just steer clear. All right, Peace Walker can't be far. Hurry! Nice! Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
The enemy's close! Enemy encounter! Request reinforcements!
Negative. We can't spare reinforcements. You'll have to make do with what you have.
It's too late, Big Boss.
Snake!
Boss.
At last I found her. The culprit who led you here to begin with. Should have taken care of her back at the supply facility.
Snake, don't!
The mammal pod is finished. Peace Walker's activation sequence is complete.
Finished.
With the boss, you were loyal to the end. I'll grant you that. But your silence was exactly the answer I needed. 10 years ago, your mission was to kill her. And her mission was to be killed by you. She fulfilled her duty to America to the very end. Thanks to you, Snake, the final missing piece is now in place. And thus, the boss is restored to life as the mammal part. I thank you.
Restored to life? You're crazy!
I'll let you in on a little secret, Big Boss. You see, I've already selected Peace Walker's initial target. An offshore area in the Caribbean. The trade winds will scatter the fallout all over the surrounding region. Crops and fish will die, leaving plenty of free hands to help us mass-produce Peace Walker. Oh, and wouldn't you know, someone's gone and built a pesky little fortress there. Now who would do that? And right in the middle of the target zone, too. Oh well, all the better to test the warhead, CEP.
You bastard!
I wonder who'll miss a ragtag band of pirates all the way out in the middle of the Caribbean. But first, we're going to prove to the White House that our baby can travel the Caribbean coast on its own. The whole world will know of Peace Walker's versatility. They'll witness the birth of a deterrent that can penetrate both communist and guerrilla-controlled territory, traverse any kind of terrain, and deliver a nuke anywhere it needs to go. Untouchable, unstoppable, the perfect deterrent.
The Cold War's days are numbered. Deterrence isn't only about America and Russia now.
You know what? You're absolutely right. While we've been wringing our hands, China, France, even India have surpassed us. There's a free-for-all nuclear arms race brewing just below the surface. The nuclear threat will only spread, which is exactly why we must deter it here and now. And the Peace Walker Project is the key. The advent of Peace Walker will bring calm to this restless world. Don't you see, Snake? We need nukes, controlled nukes, to have peace.
Lies!
Peace Walker will restore order. Order in the form of a new Cold War. But if the world is to understand the genius of our plan, we must launch!
Snake!
Stop them, Snake! Don't let him get away! Bad news. The boss has fallen into enemy hands. I'm sure he'll find a way to escape. Actually, I'm more worried about his gear. He's gonna have a tough time without it. That's where you come in. I need you to sneak in through the mine's underground passage and recover all of the boss's equipment. I know you'd like to rescue him yourself, but have faith. This will be more than enough. I'll be watching you. Good luck. Gather up all the boss's equipment, and hurry! We gotta get to him ASAP!
I know I saw something.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I know I saw something.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Hide until the elevator arrives. Don't let anyone detect you. More of the boss's equipment is still out there. Make sure you recover it all.
under attack!
Okay, you're done with that area. Head for the goal. You did it! Keep it up! Peace Walker's active, and its self-defense system is targeting you, Snake. You better find a way to stop it quick!
Be careful, Snake. I have no advice on dealing with El Basilisco's attacks, but you may be able to use its size against it. Its movements will probably be just as big, meaning it should give some kind of warning before most of its attacks.
That's true.
It might be good to start out by studying its movements, watching what it does before each attack. That should help you avoid most of them. And weapons that walk always have one guaranteed weakness.
The legs.
Right. Destroy its legs, and you'll stop it from moving. You might even be able to knock it on its back if you're lucky. Just make sure you are out of the way first.
Peace Walker contains an assembly of 2 AI pods. One of them is the mammal pod, which Dr. Strangelove developed. The other's the reptile pod, which is mine.
What's the difference?
The reptile pod is the attitude control AI. If it's destroyed, Peace Walker grinds to a halt. The mammal pod is responsible for making the decisions regarding nuclear retaliation, reflex, and thought. One is the brainstem and cerebellum, the other the cerebrum.
So, the one that houses the will of the boss
would be the mammal pod. We call it the reptile pod for a reason. The parts of our brains that govern basic life and reflex developed ages ago, when our ancestors were still reptiles.
We were reptiles?
Well, only at one stage of our evolution. The theory was proposed by the neuroscientist Paul MacLean.
Huh.
The reptile brain corresponds to the brainstem and basal ganglia in our brain. The reptile pod also incorporates the functions of the cerebellum.
So basically, it's the deep parts of the brain.
Dr. Strangelove came up with the name. The part of our brain that developed after we became mammals is responsible for high-level brain functions.
Such as?
Such as intelligence, judgment, even love.
That's high level, all right.
Location-wise, the mammal brain is on the outside of the reptile brain. The cerebral cortex is part of it. I think it's very telling that Dr. Strangelove named her pod Mammal. It's almost like she wants it to be more than just an advanced AI. What she really wants is for it to have a mind of its own.
Self-defense system online. Rocket launcher.
They've okayed the request for supporting fire. It should commence any second now. Cluster bomb!
Terrain is 25 miles an hour.
Come on, I bet you can do at least 30.
Haas is on board the Hind too.
I noticed that.
She's our client. We have to protect her. Snake, don't let Peace Walker get away!
The day is dawning. Go! Yeah!
Snake, you're entering the woods. Watch out! Peace Walker's getting away!
Approaching the border.
See you around, big boss.
Holy, look at that! Snake, that's the border up ahead!
Hang in there. Roll! Kaz, Peace Walker's gone. They've got Paz, too.
Yeah, but
Why, Kaz? What would Coleman want with Paz?
Paz was with the professor, i.e. the KGB. Once Coleman discovered that, he figured out what was really going on between Paz and Galvez.
He's trying to figure out how the KGB plan to stop Peace Walker, and he thinks he can get the info from Paz.
That's crazy. Paz won't know anything.
Well, he probably doesn't buy that.
You think Galvez has already been killed? By grabbing Paz, Coleman's saying,
Stay out of this, or lose your client.
damn it! I can't believe we didn't realize what was going on before we lost contact with Paz.
Don't have time for that, Kaz.
Snake.
Paz needs our help.
Right. This isn't about money anymore. You better move. We know where they're headed.
Yeah.
You can thank Amanda.
Snake, that river you chased the Basilisco across is the Rio San Juan. The other side is our country. I had some Nicaraguan compas track it there. They're focus from the GPP faction, so we don't work together so much.
Where'd it go?
West, along the border, towards Lago Cocibolca.
There's a U.S. military supply base on the southeastern shore of the lake. Ever since that earthquake 2 years ago, America's had the entire region to itself.
That is where the Basilisco is. I'm sure of it.
Lago Cocibolca. How do I get across the border?
There's a route that we use to cross. It's just a little boat, but I can introduce you to the captain.
I appreciate it.
We will never leave Nicaragua at the mercy of someone like William Walker again.
Snake, Coleman's going to launch the nuke from that base. He's targeting MSF. Based on what Huey's told us, it'll take 2 more days to prep for launch. But it looks like there's another reason they picked that date.
What's that?
Tomorrow is day 1 of a US-Soviet summit in Vladivostok. The launch is probably connected somehow.
That's right. They're holding the SALT II talks.
You think Coleman's trying to disrupt the negotiations?
Either that, or use it as a bargaining chip.
He's still got Paz, too. At any rate, we're running out of time.
I'll figure something out.
Snake, Peace Walker has crossed the border and entered a U.S. military supply base on the southeastern shore of Lago Cocibolca. Coleman's targeting the MSF plant. That's us. Don't let it launch that nuke. Destroy Peace Walker.
The river that flows between Nicaragua and Costa Rica is el Rio San Juan. It connects Lago Cocibolca to el Mar Caribe. It is a gentle river, safe even for small boats. You have to watch out for the sharks, though.
Sharks? In a river?
El Tiburón Toro live in the river, but there's nothing to fear. San Juan will protect you always.
Juan?
The Rio San Juan takes its name from San Juan, the man who baptized Jesus. The man you call John the Baptist in your country.
John, huh? I'll be careful anyway. I'd hate to drown. End up a John Doe.
There is a volcanic island in Lago Cocibolca called Ometepe. It's formed from two connected volcanoes shaped like a porongo.
The one with smoke coming out of it.
That's the one. The smoking volcano is Concepcion. It erupts once in a while. The other one is Maderas. It's never erupted in recorded history. There's a lake in the caldera at the top.
A crater lake. Let's hope there's not another underground factory inside.
Don't say that. If Peace Walker's nukes detonated there, it would destabilize the magma underneath. It could cause the volcano to erupt again. If that happens, my country is doomed. Snake, you must stop Peace Walker.
What are we gonna do, Snake? If Peace Walker attacks Mother Base...
Relax. We've got the entire MSF out to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but Peace Walker's missiles have 1 megaton warheads. The fireball alone would be a mile in diameter. Everything in the vicinity of Ground Zero will be vaporized by the heat rays. Then there's the blast, which travels at hundreds of miles per hour. And the fires, and the...
A huge dose of radiation from the initial nuclear reaction.
That too. There won't be a single survivor.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Look, Doc, you made that thing. You know better than anybody what it's capable of. Right now, you've got to give me a rational, scientific estimate of the damage. If we're talking about a nuclear explosion, it's more than just MSF's problem.
You're right, Snake. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, Mother Base would be wiped out. Any ships in the area could be caught in the blast too. We'd need to send out a warning. The thing to worry about most is the fallout.
The dust of death.
If it goes off over water, the particles will be smaller than with an explosion over land, so the wind will scatter the fallout over a wider area. Clouds will form around the salt crystals in the seawater, causing contaminated rain to fall downwind.
Yeah, got a taste of that myself.
On Bikini Atoll? That's right. The 1954 Castle Bravo test created fallout 300 miles downwind. Poisoned a lot of local residents and ships, so I hear. The yield of Peace Walker's warheads isn't that big, but the amount of fallout will largely depend on weather conditions. It's impossible to make a quick and easy estimate.
If it gets into the trade winds, it could come straight to Costa Rica.
What was it Coldman was saying? About leaving people free to help out? He's out of his mind. What does he think's gonna happen? When they get hit by rain containing high concentrations of fallout, a lot of them will die from the external exposure alone. The rain will seep into the ground, contaminating the water supply and crops. When they ingest the stuff, the internal exposure starts. Strontium-90 and cesium-137 have half-lives of around 30 years. The effects stay with you your entire life. Leukemia, cataracts, dermatitis, cancer. And it affects reproduction, too.
I know.
Even today, 30 years after World War II, thousands of people still suffer from exposure to the bomb. We can't let Coldman create more of them just to prove his point. I know it sounds crazy, but I created Peace Walker so that that kind of thing would never happen again.
Don't worry, Doc. We'll stop it. One way or another. Stealth.
Take the gondola west along the river. When you reach the northern bank, you are in Nicaragua.
I've arranged for a guide to get you close. Snake!
Chico.
Sorry about the horse. He sure was pretty.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time.
Boss.
There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life. By your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. Kill me. Kill me now. There's only room for one boss. And one snake.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgan fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove their innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way that the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. That was her final mission. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Something's not right. Key card doesn't look too bad.
What do you think?
Gonna need some help. This is Snake. Can you hear me?
This is Miller. Loud and clear.
Got in without a hitch.
Good. There's an airfield on the other side of the building, on the northwestern shore of the lake. That's where they'll conduct the launch. There's a communications tower in front of you. I'm betting they'll control Peace Walker from there.
Cuz they're targeting Mother Base. Don't you think you should evacuate?
Nah. Everybody here believes in you, boss.
Alright, fine then. I've kind of gotten attached to the place myself. What about Amanda and her people?
They've been taken to safety. We can't involve them in this any further.
Good. They've got their own cause to fight for.
And Snake. Don't forget the bad guys have got Paz.
I won't.
We're prepping a few backup units. Don't let them launch, Snake. We're counting on you.